Open your phone right now, look at your social media friends, followers, or your contacts list. 500, 1000, maybe 5000? Now ask yourself a very uncomfortable question. If your car broke down on a dark road at 3 in the morning, how many of those people could you actually call to come rescue you? 3, maybe 4? We live in the most connected era in human history. We can instantly message anyone, anywhere, at any time. Yet studies show we have never felt more isolated and lonely. Meet your brain. It is currently exhausted, overwhelmed, and suffering from severe social burnout. It is constantly buzzing with updates from people you haven't spoken to in 10 years. You feel guilty for not replying to messages. You feel like a bad friend. But what if I told you that it's not your fault? What if I told you that your brain is simply experiencing a hardware failure because you are violating a biological rule that is millions of years old? In the 1990s, a British anthropologist named Robin Dunbar was studying primates. He noticed something fascinating. There was a direct mathematical correlation between the size of a primate's neocortex, the thinking part of the brain, and the size of its social group. Dunbar then took this formula and applied it to the human brain. Based on our brain size, he predicted the maximum natural social group size for humans. The magic number he calculated? 150. This is known today as Dunbar's number. But what does 150 actually mean? It is the absolute cognitive limit to the number of people with whom you can maintain a stable, meaningful social relationship. It means you know exactly who they are, and you know how they relate to every other person in that group. Think of a tribal village. Historically, hunter-gatherer settlements naturally split in half when they reached 150 people. Ancient military companies? About 150 men. Traditional farming villages? 150. Beyond this number, natural trust completely breaks down. You stop treating people as individuals and start needing rules, police, and bureaucracy to keep order. Your brain is essentially a biological computer with limited RAM. Every single social connection takes up processing power. Dunbar broke this down into circles of intimacy. At the absolute center, you have the inner circle, about 5 people. These are your closest loved ones, the people you would give a kidney to. The next circle out is 15 people, your good friends, the ones you invite to a small dinner party. Then 50 people, your casual friends. And finally, the outer edge, 150 meaningful acquaintances. Here is the mind-blowing part. It is a zero-sum game. If you try to add person number 151 to your life, your brain literally has to push someone else out to make room. You cannot care about everyone. So what happens when you follow 1,000 people on Instagram and try to keep up with all their lives, vacations, and thoughts? Your biological hardware crashes. You are forcing a tribal brain to process a global network. It leads to shallow connections, anxiety, and the feeling that you are constantly failing as a friend. The ultimate hack for social peace is simply accepting your biology. Stop trying to be everyone's friend. Stop feeling guilty for losing touch with that guy you worked with 5 years ago. Quality will always beat quantity. Protect your mental RAM. Forgive yourself for not replying to every group chat. Instead, focus your precious cognitive energy on your inner circles, your 5 and your 15. Nurture those relationships because they are the ones that actually keep you alive. Next time you feel overwhelmed by the social media noise, just remember, your brain is at maximum capacity, and that is exactly how it is supposed to be.